Yeah, I was not a born entrepreneur. I didn't know I wanted to do this since I was little. I just learned well, I was attracted to it because I worked at Show Me Tickets when I was 18. I started working there, and they were a web-based company. It was guys working out of their bedroom, and it was just really fun. And I didn't know that you could start something like that. I mean, obviously the internet helped make it a reality for a lot of people, and just seeing it work and seeing that company go from out of the bedroom to a full $20 million company 4 years later or 3 years later, actually, and being kind of a part of that ride just as an employee, and that's what kind of implanted the bug, I guess, so to speak. And Brand and Brock definitely were the guys that I looked up to a lot early on, and still do. Yeah, definitely. It includes on-page SEO is one thing that you got to have right, and I guess that can include anything from title tags and on-page content, site structure, link structure, whatever, URL structure. But yeah, it goes off, and a big part of SEO is obviously link building. So it includes link building, it includes PR relationships, it includes any social stuff that you can tie back to link building. And we've talked a lot about PR and, not PR, sorry, social stuff coming back to SEO, where a like equals a link, or retweets are helping pages get indexed faster. So it includes a lot more than just stuff on site, although on site is something that people screw up quite a bit, and it's probably really the easiest part because that's just you building your site. You don't got to rely on someone else putting up a link or paying attention to you or controlling the anchor text or worrying about the algorithms. That's just you doing it right. So. No, I don't think it's a requirement at all. I think if you're a big brand, then it can be a requirement because if you're Southwest Airlines or you're Zappos, you're out there, you're so big, that's important to engage with people on those platforms because they're going to be out there talking about you anyway, and it represents an opportunity for you to do a lot of things. If you're a smaller, medium-sized business, I don't think it's a requirement at all. Of course, people try to give shit to the social media experts out there, and if you can draw a line between that and actual revenue or profit, is somewhat questionable for certain cases. I think a good way to answer it is it can supplement a good online marketing campaign or online business, whether that's customer engagement or drawing back to the SEO side of things. You can drive SEO value, like I was saying, a little bit from social, but it's definitely not a requirement. You can, if you're an old school SEO lead gen person, if you're doing a lot of paid search, if you're buying media, if you're an affiliate, you don't have to be out there necessarily playing around on the social network. So it's an aspect of it. And I think I also said that you may be leaving a little bit on the table if you don't do it. So if you're a company like a mid-sized mortgage bank like we are, we go out and we engage on those networks, and allows us to get a little bit more of our online marketing benefit and also engage with customers, but it's just a portion of our business. So if we didn't do it, we probably wouldn't be hurting that bad, but it's good to do it and get the people that you can grab off those networks. Yeah, you can definitely pay for links and do it to a lot of effect. I think a lot of people do it and don't talk about it still. And there's reports that come out on the blog like, it still works, I paid for this link on SEO Mods, it's reported it, and look, it works. You can do it to effect. If you buy from the networks, the big public networks out there, it doesn't work because their model's flawed and that they can't grow a huge business unless they sell links to a lot of people. If they sell links to a lot of people, then there's going to be putting up a bunch of links on the same sites, and it's just not a good way to go about it. So I wouldn't recommend going about it that way, but you can buy links to effect. I think that one-on-one contact is like just contacting site owners and negotiating something, whether that's payment or more likely just providing content or positioning yourself as an expert in an industry and writing for industry sites and getting the link backs that way is really effective. People like to think that old school link building, and by that I mean just one-on-one contacts, is boring and ineffective and stuff, and it is, but you gotta look at it like you're building a relationship. So it's the same thing as anything else. Like, it's just networking, I guess. So I think that's still the best way to do it. You gotta be careful of the link networks for sure, and don't be lazy. Domain names are really important, especially if you're going for something like where you're going to generate a lot of search traffic and it's going to be keyword based. So you can have an exact match or just a good keyword for that niche. It helps. I like to say it's just a huge head start. It's a lot of your marketing costs up front, and it puts you in a defensible position. By that I mean that someone can't come in and grab this killer domain name and knock you out with a lot less work. We've built businesses both ways, where we've had the great domain name up front and where we've had like just some random ass domain name and we've had to build it up, and the random ass one is so much more work and it never stops really. I mean, it's hard to really grow that into like a brand, and it's never going to be the exact match domain or the great domain name, so it's really tough to you just have to work that much harder and spend that much more money and be that much better if you don't have a great domain. The great domain names are a huge head start. Instant authority, instant credibility, easier to build links, maybe even easier to sell your business or raise funding down the road too. So I think that there's a multitude of benefits. Angel investors do two main things for startups. First of all, they provide capital, they provide money, they're investors. Startups need money, they can get it from angels, especially in a certain type of range as far as the amount of money they need raised and kind of the life cycle of their company where they're at. That's when angels come into play. Besides the actual money, which you can use to invest in your company in marketing and sales and staff, whatever in space, investors also, hopefully good angel investors, provide it's just like adding an experienced person to your team, like your core team. So they become like an exec or a partner right away, and it's someone that you can bounce ideas off of and hopefully not waste a lot of time on a bad idea and pivot a little bit better. So hopefully more angel investors are this way now than ever. They'd be like sitting here at the desk with me, going over the financials, going over our marketing every 2 weeks, wondering, what can we change, what can we do better, don't make these mistakes. So hopefully they have experience in your industry too. Always look for investors that have had some sort of connection like that. And it's definitely a win-win if, it's a win-win if the angel investor makes money. But some angel investors do it just to stay sharp. They do it because they have a passion for it. They do it not just for the money part. A lot of them do it locally because they want to see their local businesses do well, which I think is kind of messed up. If you only invest locally, I think that's kind of stupid actually, but that's an interview for another time. The other really important thing that angel investors do is they provide connections to additional funding and higher rounds later on. So you should have an angel investor that, if you do well, can make introductions to VCs or investment banks or executives that you need to hire to your team.